Welcome to our Parts Watch training video. This is the second of our 5-part series on posting customer payments, and in the last lesson we started discussing the post-entry screen. We'll continue our discussion and start off with the transaction grid fields and then create a payment transaction. Fields in the grid are the same for both open item and balance forward accounts, but there are a couple of differences which will indicate as we go. The memo field is optional and displays the memo entered at point of sale or in the payment memo field for posted entries. The print flag defaults to no and can be changed to yes to print the memo on the statement. The PO field displays the customer purchase order number entered at point of sale. And the store field identifies the store the transaction was created in. CD identifies the posting code for each transaction, and if you remember, we discussed what each posting code is used for in the last lesson. Invoice displays any system-assigned number, such as the invoice number for invoices created at point of sale for both open item and balance forward accounts, and shows the aging period for system-posted transactions, such as previous balances for balance forward accounts. The EMP is the employee who created each transaction and is blank for system-created transactions. The date is the date that the invoice was created or the item was posted, either manually or by the system. The period due is the period that the transaction is due. Looking at the aging balances, 0 is current, 1 is 1 to 30, 2 is 31 to 60, 3 is 61 to 90, and 4 is over 90. The original amount is the full amount of the invoice, debit or credit manually posted or system created. Balance displays for open item accounts and is the amount that is outstanding on an invoice or posted debit if it is partially paid, or the amount left to apply on a credit. The field is not available for balance forward accounts. Open item accounts have a current payment amount field that displays the credit amount that was applied against an item for payment. However, the field is named payment amount for balance forward accounts. The post by to field is used for credits only and is blank for all debit transactions, whether manually or system created, and is only used to show the posted check number for posted payments and ROAs and the original invoice number, invoice credits. If the account is set for deferred core billing and the invoice is for deferred core, this field will be yes, otherwise no. Balance forward accounts cannot be set to DCB, so the field is used by open item accounts only. More on deferred core later. The net field is set to N for net and indicates that all parts on the invoice have the net flag on the part checked. And if it's set to M, some parts are net, and if it's blank, then no parts are net. Parts that are net are not considered for a prompt payment statement discount or a point of sale overall discount. Now we're going to get into posting transactions. Customer payments are added to the account by creating ROAs from the invoicing screen and by posting a payment from the post entry screen. Posting a payment starts out the same for both open item and balance forward accounts. With a customer in focus, select a PC payment credit posting code from the payment field. The Show ROA Discount flag on the AR control screen is used to determine whether or not prompt payment discounts will be automatically calculated by the system or not. And additionally, Override Security has a setup named Edit ROA Discount that allows, disallows, or a manager approval is needed to edit the discount on an ROA made over the counter or manually posted in the back office. If the Show ROA Discount flag is checked and payment terms are set up and the account has current transactions, and if the customer pays a certain amount, enter that value in the amount field, and the system will calculate the discount on the amount paid, show it in the discount field, and the percent used for the calculation in the percent field, and will total the new account balance in the total field. And if the customer asks how much to pay, then the total amount due can be entered in the total field, and the system calculates how much is discount and how much the customer has to pay in the amount field. The balance at the time of the statement determines the term's eligibility. The discount is calculated on the current bucket, which becomes the 1 to 30 bucket after aging, and on any current invoices since the period was closed based on the amount or total entered. Any amounts posted in the past due buckets after the end of period close do not qualify for a discount. Only the value of the buckets at the time of the close is used to determine discount qualification. The due date field on the account statement controls window is used to determine how many days or what day of the month the statement is due on. If day of a month is used and the number of days is 10, then the due date is the 10th of the new month, regardless when the statement is printed and the number of days in the month. However, if 10 days is set up and the month has 30 days, if the statement is printed on the 25th, then the due date is the 5th of the new month. If a partial payment is made in the allotted time, the discount will be calculated on the partial amount. The customer can make as many payments within the allotted time, and the discount will be calculated on each payment. The full discount will not be issued until the full amount is paid. But if the Show ROA discount flag is unchecked, or if terms are not set up, the discount is not automatically calculated and can be optionally added by entering the amount of the discount in the discount field, and the percent of the discount will automatically display, or enter the percent of the discount and the calculated discount will automatically display. If the payment is made in cash, skip the check number field, otherwise enter a check number. The payment memo is optional. If the deposit flag is checked, the payment will be reported under the ROA section of the Day Cash Close screen, with an I for ROA created at point of sale and a P if the payment was posted in the post entry screen. Incidentally, the payments posted in this screen are totaled in the posted field, but are not part of the close total for the end of day. But ROAs from point of sale go in the cash drawer, so they are included. And if you want a printed receipt for the payment, leave the print flag checked. If it's unchecked, it will remain unchecked as long as you remain in the screen. Okay, once a payment is entered, it must be applied to either a transaction for open item or to a balance for balance forward accounts. But we're going to close here and pick up with posting to a balance forward account in the next video. So be sure to join us. And please wait until you've seen all 5 videos in this series before contacting customer support if you have questions. And thanks for joining us.